everybody. Welcome to the Top 10 Luxury Lifestyle channel. Today, we're going to go over the Steve Ballmer billionaire lifestyle. Stephen Anthony Ballmer is an American entrepreneur and investor. Ballmer served as the CEO of Microsoft from 2000 to 2014. He is the world's 14th richest person with a personal net worth of $73.8 billion. Ballmer is the current owner of the National Basketball Association's Los Angeles Clippers. However, he is best known for being associated with Microsoft and his friendship with Bill Gates. Most of his wealth comes from his 333.3 million shares in Microsoft stock. Over the years, Ballmer has sold around $3.4 billion worth of his own stocks and earned roughly $4.5 billion from dividends. Born in March 1956 in Detroit, Michigan, Steve Ballmer spent his entire childhood in the affluent community of Farmington Hills. His father, Frederick Henry Ballmer, was the manager for the Ford Motor Company. Later, Ballmer moved to Brussels from 1964 to 1967 and studied at the International School of Business. He was more interested in engineering and math, which he studied at Lawrence Technical University and Detroit County Day School. In 1977, he graduated from Harvard University with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Applied Mathematics and Economics. During his college years, Steve managed the institute's soccer team and was an active contributor to the college's different newspapers. In Harvard, Steve met Bill Gates, who was also studying there. They lived down the hall from each other, but Gates left the university before finishing his degree, while Ballmer stayed there and completed his degree. Still, they remained close friends. After graduating, Ballmer worked at Procter & Gamble as an assistant product manager, but remained unsatisfied with the corporate lifestyle. He tried his luck in Hollywood as a producer and produced 2 screenplays, but still wasn't happy with the way his career was shaping up. In 1980, he joined the Stanford Graduate School of Business. Around the same time, Bill Gates got in touch with Ballmer and convinced him to drop out of Stanford and join Microsoft as its first-ever business manager. For the next 20 years, Ballmer remained associated with Microsoft, and over the years, his personal and professional bond with Gates only got stronger. Throughout Steve's term at Microsoft, he supervised many of the company's divisions, including sales and the .NET framework. After having a decent tenure at Microsoft in the management department, Ballmer replaced Bill Gates as the company's CEO at a salary of $1.35 million. Bill Gates still served as Microsoft's board chairman, though, and guided the team with his vision. Steve served the company as CEO until 2013 and announced his retirement in 2014, after which Satya Nadella replaced him. Under his leadership, Microsoft ventured into new territories, such as creating the Xbox division and promoting Skype. However, he also faltered many times, and some of his decisions didn't work in favor of Microsoft. For instance, he couldn't successfully capitalize on the smartphone boom. In fact, he was criticized the most for dismissing Apple's iPhone as a waste of money and time. Some of his acquisitions were also regarded as ill-advised. For example, Nokia and Surface were huge investment ventures but failed to yield desired results or revenues. That's why Steve Ballmer was named the worst CEO by the media. Perhaps the negative feedback and criticism pressured him to step down as the CEO and retire. Nevertheless, during his term as Microsoft CEO, Steve received a base salary of $666,000, a cash bonus of around $600,000, and received another $11,000 for miscellaneous compensation. Soon after retiring from Microsoft, Steve bought a basketball team. He had been interested in investing in a team since 2008 because of his personal fondness for the sport. Back in 2008, he unsuccessfully tried to acquire the Seattle Sonics. In 2012, he tried to purchase the Sacramento Kings. However, his dream of owning a basketball team was materialized in 2014 when he got the perfect opportunity to buy the Los Angeles Clippers at a time when the team's then owner, Donald Sterling, was banned from the NBA for life after making racist comments. Sterling's wife forced him to sell the LA Clippers, and Ballmer bought it for $2 billion. It was the most expensive purchase for a basketball team that year. On the personal front, Ballmer married Connie Snyder in 1990, and they have 3 sons. In the tech community, he is known for being very eccentric and high energy. He spends his money in very interesting ways. In 1987, he purchased a home for $1.325 million, which turned out to be a profitable decision as the property is currently valued at more than $12 million. The multi-billionaire lives in a $10 million house in Hunts Point, Washington. The historic house was built in 1902, covers 1 acre of land, and boasts 3,790 square feet of living space. Hunts Point is known for housing the rich and famous. It is a wealthy town located across Lake Washington, boasting a population of 400 people. It's about a 15-minute drive from Microsoft's campus in Redmond. Steve Ballmer owns another property in Whidbey Island. He owns 10 parcels on the island, with his wife Connie being the co-owner. It is located on the northern edge of Washington's Puget Sound. This is the largest of all properties Ballmer owns, spread over 10 acres of land. Last summer, Ballmer sold a beach house on the island for $169,500. In 2020, he bought the Forum in Inglewood for a whopping $400 million. It was previously the home of the LA Lakers and later moved to the Staples Center. Currently, the Clippers play their games at the Staples Center, but may also return to their own venue when the redevelopment of the Forum is completed. This will be an 18,000-seat stadium that will be equipped with all the latest features. It is estimated that the new stadium may cost more than $1 billion. The stadium is scheduled to be completed in 2024. This billionaire doesn't drive a flashy vehicle like other billionaires. As a nod to his father, who used to be an employee at Ford, Ballmer still drives a Ford, which anyone in the country can own. There's nothing very flashy about the $30,000 Ford Fusion Hybrid, a car gifted to Steve by the then Ford CEO Alan Mulally to celebrate their 1 millionth vehicle equipped with Sync. Even before being presented with this car, Steve drove a Ford and remained loyal to the company. As a CEO at Microsoft, Steve also encouraged Ford to use a Microsoft-based infotainment system called Sync. Mulally also helped Ballmer reorganize Microsoft in 2012. In November 2014, Ballmer and Connie donated $50 million to the University of Oregon, since Connie studied at the institution and served on its board of trustees. The funds went to the university's $2 billion fundraising effort and will focus on public health research, scholarships, and external communications and branding. Ballmer has launched a nonprofit organization called usafacts.org to allow people to understand U.S. government spending, societal impact, and revenue policies. So far, he has contributed $10 million to support the team of researchers responsible for updating the website's database. In 2014, Ballmer announced a decision to provide $60 million to Harvard University's Computer Science Department as a gift to allow the department to increase the program's national stature and hire new faculty. Ballmer has remained an active philanthropist since then. He donated $10 million to the same department back in 1994 as well, but that was a joint gift with Gates. In 2018, Ballmer invested $59 million in a software startup, Social Solutions, that makes software for government agencies and nonprofit organizations. Steve also serves on the World Chairman's Council of the Jewish National Fund, which indicates that he must have donated $1 million or more to the JNF. Playing golf is among his favorite hobbies. After leaving Microsoft, Steve told the Oxford School of Business's dean that he can play at almost any golf course. I can play just about any golf course I want on the planet. If I can get there, someone will take me out to play. I'm a lousy player, but I love it. Besides that, watching basketball is another one of his favorite hobbies. Ballmer admits that he doesn't have many different hobbies and is relatively a private person. So that's all we know about Steve Ballmer. If you like this video, please hit like and share it with your friends. To learn more exclusive facts about your favorite personalities and luxury items, please subscribe to this channel. Until next time.